Hey guys, it's Luke again. I decided to make another computer video, the one that I promised you in the Dell Latitude CPI video. This is my Gateway E-1400 from June of 2000. I did make a video of this about 2 years ago, but it was not in depth, and that was back when I only had a fresh install of Windows 2000 on here. So, this computer is from June, I want to say June of 2000, and it has an Intel Pentium 3 running at 600 megahertz, a 128 megs of RAM, 8 megabyte Intel i8-10 chipset. Originally had, I guess the story behind this is back in June of 2014, which was, well, the anniversary of when this was manufactured. A family friend of ours came over and gave me this and said he cleaned out his basement and he somehow found this and he thought he lost it. So he didn't want to throw it away because he knew I would use it, so he ended up giving it to me. It originally had Windows 2000, of course, but there was some weird issue with it. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but it would just be SOD every time you tried to boot it up. And because of that, I ended up reloading Windows 2000, of course, on there. And for about a year, actually, from about, I want to say November, around there, to the middle of June of last year, I actually used this as my main desktop for a little bit. Just, trying to test out Windows 2000 and all that. So, it runs very well for what it does. It's not, I haven't used this since, the last time I powered this on. It said from the dates when I booted it up just before making this video to make sure everything was okay. Last time it said it was June 17th, 2015. It's been a long time. This was originally my music computer. I transferred the stuff from the HP while I was trying to get it to work, and then gladly I got it to work in the middle of June. So then after that, I ended up transferring my files from that little 250 gig Western Digital to that computer over there, which is a story for later. Because that is sure an interesting story. And I also got this from the same family friend. And yes, the workshop is a mess, but I am working on it. I've just been testing my computers and everything, so don't comment on it. But, hold on, I just need to check my phone. I haven't checked it in about 10 minutes. Okay, nothing new, so let's go ahead. So, this has a 13 gig Quantum Fireball hard drive, which I'm not really bothered replacing since it's a little hard to remove, and I really haven't bothered that much getting it, So, while you look at my box or chair or something, I will open this up for you guys. If I can get it to open. Let me unplug God damn it, this is harder to open than I remember. I'll just unhook it. I just powered it on before because it was kind of a bit of a trip down memory lane of sorts, I guess you could say. God damn, this thing's not opening. Sorry for the fail. I don't know why the hell it's not opening. There we go. After a bit of... Okay, now the case is stuck a little. Doesn't it? This thing has not been opened since God knows how long. So maybe that's... There we go. I got it open for you guys. Well, actually, I remember correctly, I think I actually upgraded the RAM on this thing. I'll have to check in the BIOS. But, sorry for the rambling. Here we go. Here's the inside of the desktop. It's actually quite small. Here's the Intel Pentium free CPU. 2 upgrade bays, which I have not used. CD-ROM, which is right here. And I'm not sure if I can unhook this. Yeah, this case is a little thing, so you could just see the Quantum Fireball. If you can see it, it's right there. So 13 gig. Here's the floppy drive, the power supply, which is actually quite freaking small. And this actually was originally a retired computer. The family friend worked at the same place as my dad, so he ended up getting this when they retired. It was from Ohio Heart. I actually pulled off the sticker of that, so I could have, you know. So I pulled off the sticker, and this has actually been a very reliable machine, I have to say. I like the toolless case design, although getting that thing out was a bit of a pain. And it says, oh, that's weird. It says it was June of 2000 when it was made. Oh, look at the bottom. It says the stamp date on the case says it's March 15, 2000, but it says right here, and it's actually, I actually got it the anniversary of when it was manufactured. It says on the bottom, a Gateway NLX micro case at LAN E-1400 650. Manufacturing date is June 23rd, 2000. And I actually, in the build date of this, when I reloaded it, and when I got the computer was actually June 23rd, 2014. So, this is a bit of a trip down memory lane for sure, because I haven't used this machine in a while. And maybe one day, when I have a lot of desks and a lot of room, I might set this up, along with a lot of other computers I wish I could set up, because there was this old desk we used to have, and we got rid of it when we moved out because it was too big. And now that I really think about it, I really wish we could have kept that desk, because it was a really freaking nice one. But anyway, here's the RAM slot. I think that it's a 256 and a 128, so 384 megs of RAM. And I also hooked up the hard drive I used to use with it. It was an external USB. And yeah, it's a pretty cool case, I must say. Everything seems to be in perfectly working order after sitting for so long. So, on the back you got your microphone, headphone, 2 USB 1.1, PS2, keyboard and mouse, a onboard Ethernet, serial, VGA, and parallel. So, hopefully I can get that case back on without any trouble. So, I guess think of the Jeopardy Think song while I try, maybe unsuccessfully, to get this back on. Alright. Oh, it's not aligned properly, I don't think so. So, let's get this aligned properly, so it doesn't look like it's all worked out on. Alright. Sometimes these cases are a bit of a bitch to work with. There we go. Alright. I'm going to align it so it doesn't look like it's all... Let me see. Sorry this is taking so long. You know what? I'm just gonna say screw it, and I'm going to wait. Alright, so let's get this realigned. Put back into place. Sorry about that, people. My camera duct tape thing, you can't really see it, but I have to tape this battery to keep it from falling out, because it's some weird thing with it. I've not been able to find a cradle for my Handycam, so until then, you are not gonna see the really awesome video that I made of my my great-grandma's Dell Dimension 4500S I got after she sadly passed away. And these are actually the original speakers that came with it, which I use with these, my workshop setup. So yeah, it has a Windows 2000 COA sticker, as you can see right there. And it's been a pretty good computer, I must say. So since I finally discovered Pinnacle Studio and I can actually combine all these videos into one, thank the freaking Lord for that, you will not have to deal with those stupid part videos anymore. So it'll just be one video all in one if stuff like this happens, although I try my best not to edit as much. So without further ado, let's power this beast on. It has not really seen power since June 16th of 2015. So here we go. It's very quiet. I don't have any memory size decrease. I'm going to have to check that later on, because it should not be saying that. Maybe I fiddled with a memory module or something. But I think 128 megs is good enough for what I need to do, so I'll probably do that after I make this video, because, you know, I still want to use this machine and everything. So it has Intel Pentium 3, 650 megahertz with 100 megahertz front side bus speed, 384, but it's, I think the memory module got a little loose, so it's now done to the original 128, and it is 541 on Father's Day of 2016. So boot configuration, plug and play OS, nope. This stuff is pretty much all set to what it should be. A Quantum Fireball LCT1 and a CD224E. So diskette configuration is enabled. Floppy A is correct. Event log. Oh, I've actually not. Let me see. Yeah, a lot of these errors are keyboard not functional stuff. I think this is actually the original battery from 2000, so most of the stuff is a keyboard not functional error. So yeah. Mark events as read. Well. So video configuration, let's see what that says. Primary PCI adapter is, I don't know. And I am not setting a freaking BIOS password. I already had to deal with that hell on my Dell Latitude CP and CPI when I first got those. I don't want to deal with that again. So power management is enabled. PS fan always on is no. Hard drive, video power down, suspend. All the usual stuff. So if you're wondering, the BIOS version is some weird number. It usually says when it's from. Sorry about that. My camera battery decided to go all butts on me. But here's the hard drive in a quick video editing clip. And there's a PCI slot that plugs into for all this peripherals to be accessed. So I'm going to reseat the RAM and I'll be right back. Back again with the computer all set up. So let's see if my memory memory reset worked. Alright, let's go into F2. I think that's what it is at least. 384 system RAM. Yep, it was successful. Glad to know. Oh, this is great. So let's see a view event log. I think it's probably would say memory size increase, if I would say so. Or not. So, yep. Let's boot into Windows 2000. Windows 2000 is probably one of my favorite operating systems other than the Windows 9X era. I used it throughout my childhood, so, you know, other than 98 and all that, that's what I used. So, let's see it do its beep, post beep, and now we are booting into Windows 2000 Professional. And I'm just keeping the tape on the very good on the battery, so we don't have to do many video edits like we're doing. And Windows 2000 Professional. This screen brings back so many good memories. This is what I had what was running on my Pionex PC, which, oh my god, to get it back, that would be, oh, that would be great. So freaking great. If you, I might show a picture about it or something. But if any of you have it, oh, that would be great to have, because that's the old computer that got me into these things. And unfortunately died to a very bad hyper power supply that came with. So ever since then, it's been kaboot. To go back to 2012 and get it all good again, oh, I would surely do that so much. But it is booting into Windows 2000. Professional. And let's see if it says Windows is starting up. Yep, Windows is starting up. And sorry if you're seeing lines on the CRT, that's usually what happens when you record on these old things. So yeah, and up until a year ago pretty much, yeah, it's only just been a year. I was using this as my main music computer with this 250 gig hard drive. Oh man, how times change. So, let me press Control Alt Delete, because I have it set to add extra security, I guess. There we go. Let me enter my password. There. What? Okay, it should have logged me on. That's my... Okay, now it's... Okay, let's try this again. I'll look... There we go. I knew that was the password. I must have entered it incorrectly, and... Yep. Windows 2000 Professional. Along with all my stuff and crap and everything. I was even to the point of using this to where I even loaded Office 2003 on this thing. And I actually have a couple videos on this. So I guess maybe we'll see if it even runs well at all. It might not, we'll never know. But let me drink a bit of my cola. Alright, and yeah, I was using AOL on this with my AIM username. So let's exit out of this. I won't be surprised if maybe this crappy ass wireless card I have, which I'm going to replace once I get the money, because oh my god, the connection problems, the everything I've had with that goddamn thing. I would have spent my money on something else if I really could have, because it's a crappy ass wireless USB wireless. So if they say to get an edit mark, because I don't know, you have a Raspberry Pi or something, my tip to you is don't get it. Please don't get it. So let's see what's on this thing. And apparently this is what the last thing I was using. Billy Joel, My Life, and 3 Days Grace, and Depeche Mode, and Man in the Box. I am not sure what that actually is. I'll have to see. Properties. So, yeah, Alice in Chains. I like a bit of that. And this was accessed June 9, 2015, right before I reloaded the HP for the first time. At least. And My Life was accessed on June 9th, 2015. It's probably Karma Chameleon, that was, I think, the last one I used. Or not. Okay. Let me see. The last one, I think it says... I know. Let me see. Okay, Uptown Girl. Let's see what that's on. Yeah, probably... Alright, the last desktop icon... or anything I ran... Crap. Let me see. Okay. It says program files, I guess you'll see with this. Or not. Let me see. Documents. I'm just gonna... I don't know why I'm obsessed with this in the first place, but ALC setup, June 9th. Okay, so what's new? What would that be under? Yep. I know the last time it said it was used was... Oh wait. Yeah, Picture Manager. Last time I was using this was... It'll freaking show all this stuff. Alright, 6/9/2015. I don't know why I'm even obsessing about this. But yes, the last time I used this was about 2 days off, but it was a year or 2 days ago. It was, last time I used this was, what do you call it? June 17th, 2015. So yeah, let's see what, I have a lot of my stuff on here, as you can see. So yeah, I've had it loaded, so let's see what's on here. I have programs, AOL Messenger, CCleaner, DivX, iTunes, Malwarebytes, Microsoft Midtown Madness, which does not work on the IA-10, and I have not bothered getting the patch for it because I honestly don't want to right now. Picasa, which I think is so unfortunate that Google could discontinue that, because I actually really like that software. It was one of my favorites. QuickTime, Real Player, Rakuva, Startup, Winamp. Yeah, Winamp was the thing I used back in the day. So yeah. Opera, Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer, Windows Media Player, all kinds of stuff. So, yeah. And I think I know where it shows when I last... documents and settings, Luke Junker. Desktop. Yep. Last time I used it was June 17, 2015, and then I switched over to the HP Pavilion. This actually, I have many good memories with this machine, just listening to music. I had an iHome speaker set up at that point. This was before I got, if you're wondering where I got those Logitech speakers, I actually got that as a Christmas present in 2015. So, and it was a pretty nice present. I was not expecting it at all, because, well, first off, it's expensive as hell, and second off, yeah. But my dad got it refurbished at Micro Center for about $50. So yeah, I really am thankful for that present for sure. Because, oh my god, it plays great music. It plays it really good. So, let's check out Winamp. Winamp, I hope they start developing it again. Because I love the DefDet software. That's what I even use on my HP Pavilion. So yeah, you can see all the stuff I have on here. I had a playlist loaded at the moment. I'll just play little snippets because I don't want YouTube going after me. John Lennon's Woman. Yeah. I'll just play the first 20 seconds of this. Yeah, and Diana Ross's Upside Down, which is a really good track, I think so at least. So yeah. This was my main setup, yeah. It's really cool seeing it. I even have iTunes installed on here, but the iTunes 8 version. I think I might have put the Gateway logo in system properties, but I'm not exactly sure. I'll have to look. Yep, I did. Manufactured and supported by Gateway. Gateway Incorporated, E-1400, ANT compatible, and 384 megs of RAM. So yeah. Network identification, Gateway Win2K, workgroup, all that good stuff. And yep, this is my, maybe someday, if I feel experimenting enough, I might even try to see if this Windows 2000 is still usable in 2015. No, I mean 2016. God, 6 months in and I still think it's 2015. But, yeah. So let's see, Microsoft Word. I have Word 2003 put on here. I put that, I think, right before I stopped using this. So, yeah. Has all my stuff on it. I would rather not go into my personal documents, so let's just see. I think it's documents saying, select junker, my documents. Yep, I have all my crap on here. So, and this is the playlist I was talking about, the 80s playlist, May 16th, 2015. So yeah, up until a year ago, I was still using this thing, and it did its job very well for what I wanted it to do at the time. Although now, it would probably be a bit dated, but I think it would still run okay. So, yeah, I have a lot of stuff on here. So yeah. Oh, I don't know why I clicked on Windows Update. I don't know what the hell it's thinking, but hey, none of us really do we? So AOL Instant Messenger. Let's check out what MIDI sounds like on this, and then I'll probably end up shutting it down. Loot Junker, documents. Oh wait, 190. No, I added the Gateway background to the Windows directory. So let's see, it would be in Media. That would probably be modified. May 6/23/2014. If I could find it. screw it, I'm just gonna, where is it? Media. It's under media. There it is. And Windows 2000 apparently has the build date of 12/7/1999. So here's the Windows 2000. And when Utopia Windows started. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see what Canyon sounds like on this. Well, that's unusual sounding. Sounds actually not as bad as I thought it would sound. Let's go to Passport, which sounds like something from SimCity. So yeah. So let's shut her down, I guess. Although, yeah. Although, you'll see what I mean by bug. Oh, yeah. I tried to install the patch, but I have to have the non-burnable disk in order to play it with, you know, the patch and everything, which is unfortunate, but you know, what can you do? I don't know why this is. So yeah, I'm gonna probably have to do something about the case. It's aligned a little improperly, but other than that, it seems okay. So yeah, it was pretty nice taking a trip down June of 2015. Windows is shutting down. And so yeah, glad I made this video. It's been a little bit of a long time coming. Not sure what I'll make next, honestly. Maybe this little thing, this Gateway E-1400, I'm probably going to reinstall Windows NT once I can figure out how to have the full, what do you call it? Full 6.4 gigabyte partition on it. So if you guys know anything about that, let me know. So this will probably be a video of installing Windows NT and then probably installing Windows 95 on the Dell Latitude CP, and then maybe trying to tinker around with that little thing, which is the disembodied Dell T600. If you're wondering what happened, this is the original hard drive that it came with, and it's from September of 1999, and I don't want to reload it because it's never been wiped. It's as if it left from the factory, pretty much. It doesn't. But back in April of last year, I was thinking of maybe using this, trying to give it a test run before using this. This is why I ended up using this in the first place, because this went bad. I was transferring some music stuff from my Dell Dimension 3000 with this plugged into the IDE interface. It was working just fine before then, until I decided to plug in, oh, I'm going to have a new music computer, and it's a Windows 98 one. This is going to be cool. Turn it on. It would not boot up at all when the DVD and CD-ROM drives were plugged in. And then it went to, and then when I unplugged it, it seemed like, oh, it's going to boot to Windows 98. But then it gave me a thing of type the name of the command interpreter. And then after that, I tried to maybe do the backup of the logo stuff. I mean, of the command and everything. That just made it worse to the point where it would just say invalid system disk. But if I plug this in, I can access it and everything. Even on Windows, I can access the directory command and everything. Once I boot to this in MS-DOS, it says error reading drive C. Even though it works just fine, I've tested it, no bad sectors, no nothing. So if you guys know anything about this, I don't want to reload it. That if it's just unsalvageable, then I'm just gonna probably just stick it in another hard drive and keep this. As maybe someday I'll try to fix this. But if you guys know anything about this, let me know, because it would sure be great to get that Dell T600 running against that, because I've not used it in over a year because of this freaking... I would have told 15-year-old Luke not to transfer files that way, to just take the slow speed of the USB 1.1 and transfer it that way. But Luke wasn't thinking that way. I don't know why I'm referring to myself in third person all of a sudden, but, you know. But, let me know what you guys know, because I really want to get this fixed, and even though I'm very experienced with this stuff, I can fix almost anything. Hell, I even recovered stuff from that, and that was a very precious thing of ours. Long story short, this was a Strike Raid air array. It had two 500 gigabyte Western Digital hard drives. My dad set it up, and he thought, oh, it's safe, I don't need to back it up. It had our stuff from like 2004 to 2009. Like pictures, videos, software, all kinds of shit. Even documents and everything. Well, one day, I think there was a power outage, either that or it just stopped working. And my mom, she was just so devastated, because we never backed up those photos. We deleted them once we transferred them. We thought, oh, we're just fine, you know? We weren't. And for the next 6 years, we had a huge gap in our photo and video collection, up until September of last year, when I found this software called iCare Data Recovery. I knew, what do I got to lose? I mean, even if it finds like a couple of them, that would be great. So when I scanned it, it clicked, but it was still finding the files on both drives. And it ended up recovering over, other than the corrupt files, which I had to delete. If it wasn't for that, it would probably be over 500 gigs of stuff. 300 gigs of stuff, of all kinds of stuff. And it even recovered a lot of the original directory to all kinds of stuff. And my mom is still in very much appreciation of me doing that. And I'm so glad, because I was always just so distraught that I never like had any pictures from my childhood or anything. I mean, we had physical pictures until 2004, but then after that, it was all digital. And I got all those pictures back, and I was just so freaking glad about that. And yeah, so I have it backed up currently on my Toshiba. That's where I set the backup directory to be. And once me and my dad sort through the stuff of what to keep and what not to keep, I will transfer it to his Elements drive, where he will back it up and make sure that this will never happen again. So, sorry for the rambling, but hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to make a comment or video, subscribe at the bottom of this video, and have a great day.